How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. So on today's video, we're doing a trans service on Honda's 9-speed ZF transmission. So this will apply to various Hondas and Acura models. Over here we have a 2020 Pilot with 60,000 miles. So we are doing it. So as you can see, you're gonna need 4 quarts of this 3.1 ATF. Doesn't matter if it's labeled Acura or Honda. Sometimes one or the other is on back order. So whatever you can get your hands on is okay, or for the best price, because this stuff is really expensive. You're also gonna need 2 of these. I only have one here, but I have one over there on the other side. But you need 2 of these. These are the washers. You're supposed to replace them every time because they do have a built-in O-ring, although some people opt not to because, again, they are very expensive. So the fill plug is right in here. It's that Allen key right in here. So you're going to want to loosen that first just to make sure that you can get it out. If you can't get it out, then you don't want to drain the fluid and be stuck. So you do need a Allen or a hex socket like so. This is an 8mm and a long 3/8 extension and a ratchet. So I already broke it loose, but as you can see, you just turn it out, and once it's loose, that is fine. Just remove it completely, and it'll also help move the flow of the fluid once you start to drain it. So take this out like so. And here it is, the old one. Again, you could choose to reuse these. Make sure you do retorque them. If you've done them once or twice already, I would definitely recommend replacing them because, again, they do have an O-ring. So they are expensive, so that'll be up to you, but it's always good practice to replace it. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with the fluid replacement at this time. All right, so I already loosened the drain bolt, which is right here. They're all gonna be 8mm, a 3 total, if you want to do the level check procedure. Now, some cars may have a shield over here. Again, we're doing this on a Pilot. So, and then the level check bolt is right over here. Again, using an 8mm Allen, like so. So typically, I like to put it in a bucket, and whatever comes out, I put back in. Although, if you want to do the level check procedure, the trans temperature does have to be at a certain temp. So make sure it's fully warmed up. You drive around a couple blocks and check it that way. So it calls for 3.5 quarts, unless if you have a visual leak of some sort and it's never been done before, or you've done it yourself, you know you did it properly. 3.5 quarts comes out, 3.5 quarts comes back in. As simple as that. If you wanted to take the extra step and do the full level check procedure, once it's warmed up and filled, you would check it here and make sure it comes to a trickle at that point while the vehicle is running. So that can get a little messy. And again, I like to collect it here just to check to see if there's some sort of debris going on in there, or some shavings, whatever the case may be. And also, you know, just to get my measurement. This is a measured bucket. So we're gonna go ahead and drain this right now. All right. As you can see, the fluid is pretty dark. This vehicle does have 60K, so it's supposed to be a nice light green color. This is a darker green brown color, so obviously it was time to get serviced. And we'll just let that drain completely. Goes pretty quickly, especially if we remove that upper fill plug initially. Helps with the flow of the oil. Have our new drain bolt here. And exactly 3.5 quarts that are out. So yeah, if you put 3.5 quarts in and there is no visual leaks, then you know you're good to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in at this time. All right, so we have our torque wrench here set to 27 foot-pounds. If you opt not to torque it, make sure you use a shorter ratchet like so. you're gonna want to use something long to break anything loose, and always use something shorter to tighten it back up, because we have a lot more power than we anticipate, and the last thing you want to do is strip the transmission case. So that being said, we'll go ahead and torque this. As you can see, it does not take much effort, and these are 27 foot-pounds to torque all three. So swipe it down, clean with some brake clean, and drop your vehicle, and we're gonna top it off, and we'll be good to go. All right, so now you need a long funnel just to get in there. Purchase those anywhere, and we're gonna top these off. You do have to shake them real good. Clear color difference between the old and the new, and this goes in real easy. Again, 3.5 quarts. And just about 3.5 quarts. Make sure you do save that quart for next time, because once again, this is very expensive, and next time you will only need to purchase 3 instead of 4. So now we're going to pull our funnel back out. We're going to get our new drain plug, or fill plug in this case. Start it by hand. Once again, the same torque, and then we do have an extension, so they do flex. You might want to add a couple more pounds, like 1 or 2 more, nothing crazy, but it's not going anywhere. And that's it. It is torqued. So at this point, you would start the vehicle, let it idle for a couple of seconds, then run it through the gears, park, reverse, back in neutral, and just make sure the fluid's flowing through everything, and then go on your test drive, make sure everything is okay. Now, if you opt to do the level check, I would probably add a little bit more just to let it trickle down. Once you remove that level check plug at that point, make sure the vehicle is warmed up, and test drive it for a couple of blocks, maybe a mile or so. Come back to your place that you're doing this and check it that way, and get that bolt replaced as well, and retorqued to the same 27 foot-pounds of torque. So with that being said, guys, hope this video was helpful to somebody out there, and I'll catch you on the next one.